In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Lovely bit of skill. Yamal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Lamine Yamal really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Is there any support? He might not need it. Beckham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ah, he'd have done well to reach that.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising, nicely aimed pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He is through here. It's a threatening ball. He's had a shot! Nuno Mendes. Saka. Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And it's Beckham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicked it back promptly. And he's forced to go back. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So neither side has yet broken through. Good take, and is he in? Flamengo can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Beckham. And Beckham! Too close for comfort. good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's a bit...
He's gone for goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Beckham. Now this could be a chance. Shot at goal! In he goes again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good ball, good take. Tries to play it through, and he welcomes it in. And the finish! And he's gone looking for safety. Conte. And Mendes. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Saka. Drilled in low.
Flamengo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And no, that is pretty much the... And he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Flamengo are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rearguard. Time is getting away from them. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckham.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Knocks it out wide.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That was very necessary.
Substitution.
Delivers with whip. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Adams. Goes for a shot! This time, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, terrible pass. He's beaten the last man. He's had a shot! Off the post!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Adams. He could be in here. And he shoots! Goal! Scotland! There is the breakthrough! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Now it's Adams. Adams calmly anticipates. Flamengo are trailing against the run of play. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Caresses it through. Mbappe! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Christie. Christie. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Yamal. And he was quick to react. That has not gone well. McGinn. Mendes did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now this could be a chance. He's on it. Can he get away? Mbappe! They've done it! Flamengo are level. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He has and the shot! Goal! Flamengo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Flamengo get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
McGinn, looking to play him in. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he whips it in. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now that looks a decent ball. Very nicely done. Christie. Adams has found the net here, of course. McTominay. And it's Robertson. Well, played right into his path. That's tidy. Played out to the left flank. Cross from terrific header. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
24.
Rodri. Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
This looks promising. And the shot! They've scored! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Number 23.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Flamengo take a 2-goal lead. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Number 2. Coming on to replace him is number 22.
He came in hard, very hard. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's neat. Beckham. Lovely feet.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
McTominay gets across and deals with it. Looking for options for movement. Rafinha is in a really good position out wide. Conte. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Flamengo have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through.